that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, if you're enjoying the vibes. But let's talk about what do we do in the 2025 NFL draft, right? And let's start with our first round pick, 24th overall, Donovan Jackson, offensive line. Before I read more information about this man, I'm going to just give you what I know off the top of my head. He is versatile, meaning he could do offensive tackle or guard, but he's better at being a guard. But the point of it is that he's versatile. And if Christian Darrisaw is not healthy, I'm not saying to put him there, but there's a possibility that you could put him there for a couple of games or two, right? I don't want him to be there. And I'm being optimistic because I think Christian Darrisaw will be healthy in time. That's just me being optimistic as a Viking fan. I believe that he's going to be healthy, and we're going to speak it into existence. But for us, right, to address the offensive line through free agency and in the draft tells you all you need to know about the mindset of KOC, because he's the head coach. He's the one coaching the team. And what KOC communicated with our GM to make this call and draft a Donovan Jackson. You can never, in my opinion, have enough good offensive linemen that can block for your quarterback. The most important position is the quarterback. It don't matter how great your quarterback is. If you cannot block for your quarterback, you're not doing anything when it counts the most. Did you see what happened to Tom Brady against the Giants a few years ago in the Super Bowl? Did you see what happened recently in the Super Bowl? Eagles versus Chiefs versus the defensive line for the Eagles dominated Patrick Mahomes' offensive line, and Patrick Mahomes was scared of his own shadow. And I'm not trying to come at Patrick Mahomes. I'm not coming at Tom Brady because they're two of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. I'm just saying, if you have the offensive line, you have a chance. You have a chance. So Donovan, and the one thing I like about Donovan Jackson, and look, I did not draft him in my mock drafts. I did not even bring up Donovan Jackson in any mock drafts. Anytime I put out a video, I did not bring up, shout out to my guy, Oops. Shout out to you, my guy. Salute to everybody in the building. I didn't bring up Donovan Jackson. And I understand the experts are going to probably say he could have been a second-round pick or a late first-round pick, which he was a late first-round pick. But just because the experts say something doesn't mean that they're 100% right. Just because I say something doesn't mean I'm 100% right. Just because everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and we're going to see what really happens. We're going to see how dominant this offensive line is. And if we are dominant like I think we are going to be, give credit when credit is due. Even if you don't like this pick, give credit when credit is due. Because we're trying to win a Super Bowl, and you win the Super Bowl in the trenches. Now, let's read up some more information. Oh, one more thing. I'm hearing that when he did become an offensive tackle, he went against Carter, the best defensive pass rusher, and that's when he gave up a couple of sacks. And the reason why he did it is because he was asked by his coach, and he took, some time to think about, should I do this? This could mess up my draft capital, blah, 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 blah. But he said to himself, forget all that. I want my team to win. And if my coach is coming to me and my team needs me to be an offensive tackle for this game, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for the betterment of my team. So he's a team player. He's not a selfish player. He's going to do he's going to do whatever he has to do to win. And that's the type of leadership we need on our team, on our offensive line. Shout out to everybody, but make sure y'all hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Show a brother some love, because if you hit the like button, it puts it out in the algorithm. If you don't hit the like button and you're just watching, that's cool too, but I really appreciate if you hit that like button. But let's read up on some more information, y'all, on Donovan Jackson, our first-round pick, the 24th overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft by the Minnesota Vikings. Let's read up on more information, and I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, man. I'm gonna keep it all the way real with you. I like this pick, and Viking fans should like this pick too. And if you don't, you're entitled to your opinion. But this is what they're saying. All right, so The Vikings in 2025 offensive line construction project continued Thursday Bridges' efforts in free agency with the first round NFL draft. Minnesota selected former Ohio State offensive lineman Donovan Jackson with the 24th overall pick. Jackson started 40 of 55 games for the Buckeyes, making 31 starts at left guard before kicking out to left tackle. Can I talk that talk, y'all? Can I talk that talk? You should change your name to Mike Sports Vibes. MSV. I probably should for short. I really probably should for short. But thank you for your suggestion. All right, so making 31 starts at left guard before kicking out to tackle for 9 starts in 2024 after Josh Simmons' season-ending injury and helping Ohio State win the national title.
Talk that.
So he's a champion, y'all. He's a champion. NFL media, Bucky Brooks rated Jackson as the number 2 interior offensive lineman, and ESPN's Mel Kiper Jr. ranked him as his number 2 guard in this year's draft. Can I talk that talk, ladies and gentlemen?
Talk that talk.
So people, we got debatably the best interior offensive lineman at number 24 in the 2025 NFL draft. You can never have enough pass protection and run blocking when it comes to your offensive line. And then, like I said, the most important position is our quarterback. Protect that man at all costs. Now, what else did they say about this man? They said Brooks wrote Jackson molds defenders with a violent style that meshes with a power-based offensive attack. As a large blocker with nimble feet, the Ohio State product is a day one starter with Pro Bowl caliber tools, Brooks added. NFL media Daniel Jeremiah ranked Jackson as his number 41 overall prospect in this year's field. Jeremiah wrote Jackson has ideal size, strength, and bend as an interior offensive lineman and envisions him as a top-tier guard. I love the top-tier guard analysis, y'all. As a Viking fan, I'm trying to persuade every Viking fan that does not like this first-round pick. I'm trying to motivate y'all and be excited about this pick because I am hearing a lot of negativity, and it's all good. You can feel the way you feel, and it's all good. I'm not saying you can't feel the way you're feeling, but when you hear some of these guys, some of these professionals talk about the guy that we drafted at number 24, y'all should be really excited. When you hear top tier guard, when you hear Pro Bowl, when you hear strength, when you hear ideal size, when you hear what's some of the other words that they're describing this man? Just the style, the violent style that he meshes with power-based offense attack. So he's good when it comes to run blocking, pass blocking. Everything you need is right here. In the pass game, he sets with a firm anchor, excuse me, bends his knees and stays attached. He can slide and redirect smoothly, Jeremiah wrote. He is keenly aware on twists and stunts. So he knows when a defender is trying to do all these little stunts and all these other little stuff that they trying to do. Guess what he's doing? He's like, man, I know. I seen it all, and I'm going to make sure I counter what you're trying to do. I seen it all, and I'm going to make sure I counter what you're trying to do. He creates movements on down blocks. He has the quickness, the athleticism to kick out defenders on outside pulls. He has enough foot speed to reach the seal on the backside. His overall hand placement is excellent in both the run and pass game. And that's coming from that guy, Jeremiah. You know what I mean? NFL media, Daniel Jeremiah is saying all this. So it's not just me saying it and just talking. I'm going by what some of these experts are saying. I'm going by some of these so-called big dogs that know football. But even some of these big dogs that know football be getting some things wrong too. But I'm going by what this man is saying, and I trust what this man is saying, and I trust what KOC and Quasi is talking about. This guy is the real deal, and let's be excited about Donovan Jackson putting on the purple and gold. And I'm excited. What a team player, just wants to win. Love the character. He will be, yes. Phil Yates said he was the best pick of the draft. Talk that talk.
Talk that talk.
Make sure y'all hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that like button. Consider subscribing. I'm trying to get to my first 2,000 subscribers on this channel. I am about 502 subscribers away from getting to that mighty goal. And I want to say thank you to all the people that have been supporting me on this YouTube journey. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I really do. I'm not just talking. I'm not just being passionate about how I talk right now. I'm just a passionate person, and I care. And I really do care about all of y'all. Like, I care about y'all. I hope that you continue to supporting me on this channel, and I'm gonna keep on bringing you the content, and I'm gonna keep doing the best I can to bring you as much content and give you the passion that y'all like to see. Because I'm trying to tell you, this is how I really am. I'm passionate about the Minnesota Vikings. I want to see the Minnesota Vikings finally get their first Super Bowl. And I know each and every Minnesota Viking fan feels the same exact way I feel. We deserve a Super Bowl. What's the old saying? We want to see a Super Bowl before we die. Straight up. I'm just going to keep it real. I want to see a Super Bowl before we die. Real talk, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. And we deserve it. And I'm going to keep on bringing you that passion because y'all deserve it. Y'all deserve to have a Viking content creator give you the passion and spirit of belief and optimism. Yes, I'm going to talk my talk and keep it real if a player's not playing good, but I'm going to give you the optimism. I'm not going to tear down a player before he got to play one snap in the dang on NFL. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to say none of these players are of course I would have liked to have Starks at the safety position there, but I am not mad about this pick. But let's get to the next pick, right? Let's get to the next pick. And I'm going to keep it all the way real with y'all. The next pick, the 102nd pick, third round pick, Ty Felton. Now, this pick is another underrated selection. Before I read about this man, I'm going to tell you what I know about him. Ty Felton is a deep threat. Ty Felton is a player that can destroy the secondary and burn the secondary for a deep touchdown. Ty Felton has hands for days. Ty Felton already in a Minnesota Viking uniform. This man right here could be our third wide receiver automatically. No disrespect to Speedy Naylor, but I think he's already better than Speedy Naylor. I'm just going to keep it real with you. And potentially, he could be our second best wide receiver on this team. Potentially, y'all. We know who number one is, and that's Justin Jefferson, the best wide receiver in the game. And I'm going to say this. When I say potentially, I really mean that because this man is really that gifted and that talented, right? But the thing about it is I like that they're being proactive because we know as Viking fans, Jordan Addison got into a little bit of trouble last offseason, and he potentially might get suspended. So if he's getting suspended, Ty Felton could literally be the second wide receiver, or the second string wide receiver right off the bat. And what if he shines? What if he does amazing? What if he does great, right? With more opportunity, you can shine a lot more. So if Ty Felton shines and then it does enough to keep us afloat until Jordan Addison comes back, then what? Then you have Justin Jefferson, the best wide receiver in the game. You have Jordan Addison, a touchdown machine, the best route runner. I probably listen. He's all that in a bag of chips. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. Jordan Addison's that guy. 19 touchdowns in 2 seasons. That's a lot of production. And then you got Ty Felton, speedster. And then you got Speedy Naylor. And I didn't even get to the tight ends. I didn't even get to TJ Hockenson. But for right now, let's talk about this guy right here, wide receiver, Ty Felton. So Ty Felton, I actually love this pick, underrated out of Maryland. And this is what they said. Second pick in the 2025 NFL draft to add receiver to the roster. Selected Maryland's Ty Felton with the 102nd overall pick, trading down from 97 overall spot. Now, let me read the comments real quick if anybody said anything. Always give us knowledge, passion. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Shout out to Mary. I'm trying to give y'all, I'm trying to give it to y'all because y'all deserve it, because we all deserve it, because we got to be passionate about this team and love what we got on this team. And give our players a chance before we just say, oh, this pick is just a terrible pick. Like, let's give the dudes a chance. You know what I mean? And I think this is a very underrated pick. Like I said, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But I'm just giving you my opinion as well. I think this is a solid pickup, right? A good pickup. I'm not going to say solid. So Felton started all 12 games. He played for, Terrapins last season and led the entire Big Ten in catches with 96 and receiving yards, 1,124 last season in 2024. Wow. His 9 receiving touchdowns finished 4th in the conference. Let's go. So he's a touchdown machine. He's a catching machine. Let's go, Vikings. He's 6'1", 183 pounds. I wanted him to get his weight up a little bit. Felton, he has the size. He has the height. Felton posted 5 100-yard games during the 2024 campaign, the most in Big Ten. He logged at least 5 catches in 11 of 12 games. Can I talk that talk, y'all?
Talk.
Are you serious?
Talk.
What's up, Ingram? What's up, bro? Are you serious? So this man really do got that type of game. Ty, he's special, so fast, going to be surprised. He's going to surprise a lot of people, Mary. And I'm trying to get people to understand we got something special in Minnesota. Listen, just because you might not think, you know what I mean, that we got something when it comes to this draft, I'm telling you right now. And we didn't even get to the undrafted free agents that we just signed. We signed 19 undrafted free agents literally right after the draft, bro. We got a lot of talent on this team. And I cannot wait until the 2025 NFL season starts. It's going to be a fun ride. And I will be going live for absolutely every game. So make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I have about 29 people watching. Can y'all please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And even if you're not a Viking fan, consider subscribing, because when we go against your team, we're going to beat the brakes off of your team. I'm letting y'all know this right now, and we're going to talk trash in the comments. But don't be mad at me, because I told you first. I don't care if it's the Eagles. I don't care if it's the Packers. I don't care if it's the Lions. I don't care what team you rocking with. The Commanders, the Chiefs, the Ravens, any team, the Browns, anybody. We beating the brakes off of y'all. That's how I'm coming right now. That's how I'm coming right now. And I'm going to talk that talk about it is what it is.
Talk that talk.
I'm going to give you my opinion. We're going to beat the brakes off of y'all. I'm letting y'all know that right now. Shout out to everybody. He said, I hear you always say best receiver, the best of that. You say all that. You ain't be cooking only things, cooking his job in. We ain't not worried about that. That's the past. We worry about this 2025 NFL season. I understand what you're saying. But if you followed this team this offseason, you will understand where I'm coming from. If you don't know what the Minnesota Vikings did this offseason, you can go back earlier in this video and you can understand where I'm coming from. The blueprint is the Eagles, and we copied what they did. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to stop right there. Now, let me get back to this guy right here, our wide receiver Felton, right? So NFL analysis, Lance Zierlein noted that Felton took on a tremendous target load without flinching last season, and wrote that he can build speed inside with long strides and has proven he can make tacklers miss. So he can make tacklers miss after the catch, creating chunk plays on possession throws. I absolutely love it. Over 4 seasons, 46 games with Maryland, Felton total 172 catches for 2,200 yards and 17 touchdowns.
That talk.
His total receiving yards ranked 4th in school history behind Jermaine Lewis with 2,932 yards. Former Viking wide receiver Stephon Diggs, 2,227 yards. And Torrey Smith, 2,215 yards. So that's awesome. He had a Maryland, so Stephon Diggs, we know who Stephon Diggs is. If you don't know who Stephon Diggs is, wearing my JJ McCarthy jersey right now. Let's go. Let's go to the bowl, baby.
Talk that talk.
Let's go. And then I hear people saying you don't have no proven quarterback. That is true. That is fact. But I'm going to tell you this right now. When you know, you know. When you know who has that it factor and who don't got that it factor. And I'm going to say this right now, and I'm going to talk that talk, and I'm rocking with my guy, J.J. McCarthy. He has that it factor. He has won in high school. He has won in college, and he is the real deal. And everybody that is doubting my guy, J.J. McCarthy, is going to regret it. And they're going to say, oh, that guy, J.J. McCarthy, is pretty darn good. And then we're going to be like, we told you so. We're going to say, we told you so. We already knew it. You know what I mean? But getting back to my guy, Felton. I didn't know Stephon Diggs. I forgot Stephon Diggs went to Maryland. That is awesome. That is awesome. Awesome. So, yeah, this guy is the real deal, y'all. This guy is the real deal. And I am excited for Felton. I am excited for Felton. And I need everybody in the building. I'm going to keep saying this. Hit the like button, baby. Hit that subscribe button if you rockin' with your boy. I love it. Yeah, man, I gotta be positive because there's a lot of people being a little bit crucial on these picks. And I'm gonna be the opposite. I go against the grain a lot of the time. When people say something, I do my own research. I don't just go by what people say. Oh, this player isn't that good. This player, nah, bro. I'm gonna look it up myself and I'm gonna do my own research. And I'm going to come up with the conclusion in my head of what I think about a player. I'm not just going by what everybody else thinks. You know what I mean? He said, go, Pack, go. Shout out to you, Packers fan. Make sure you hit that like button. Don't be a hater. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And when we play against the Packers twice this season, I hope I see you in the chat. Because if I see you in the chat, we're going to talk trash. We're going to keep it respectfully, but we're going to talk trash. And I'm going to let you know right now, as a diehard Viking fan with a J.J. McCarthy, not J.J. McCarthy, Justin Jefferson jersey on, you're going to see J.J. to J.J. all day. Meaning J.J. McCarthy throwing passes to that guy, Justin Jefferson. Throwing passes in the end zone to that guy, Justin Jefferson. J.J. to J.J. for a touchdown. Let's go Vikings, baby. Get your popcorn ready and skull to the bowl. Now, let's get to another. Hey, listen, let's go. JJ to JJ, baby. Skull, skull, skull. Viking fans rule. Let's go. I'm getting more hype. As I see the people talking trash in the comments, I get more hype, y'all. Because it motivates me. Because I know that the Vikings got something special. Now, let's get to the next pick, y'all. Let's get to the next pick, y'all. I got to take my time with some of these picks, man. I had to take my time with Donovan Jackson and Ty Felton. Now, let's get to the other pick. The 5th round, 139th overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. Tyrion Ingram Dawkins, Georgia. Now, let's talk about this man. This is potential. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know too much about the guy, but I know what I have been reading about him is he has the talent and the upside. And I feel like Brian Flores is going to unleash the beast in Tyrion Ingram Dawkins. And I'm hearing that this was a steal in the 5th round. That's what I'm hearing from people. But let's read more on our newest pass rusher. But I know one thing I do know is he can play defensive tackle in a 4-3 defense, and he can play an edge in a 3-4 defense. So he's a versatile defensive lineman, and we're going to see. Imagine losing to the Rams. Hey, listen, bro, that's the past. We're not worrying about losing to the Rams. That is in the past because now we have J.J. McCarthy, man. Now we have a better offensive line. Now we have a better defensive line. And we have, and I'm going to keep saying it, the it factor at quarterback. And I'm going to keep talk about it. All y'all doubters are going to realize what it is. But let's get back to what I was saying, y'all. Tyrion Ingram Dawkins. Let's read up on him. The Vikings Saturday added a versatility to the defensive front by selecting former Georgia defensive lineman Tyrion, pronounced Tyrion. Okay, so it's Tyrion Ingram Dawkins with the 139th overall pick. Ingram Dawkins joins Minnesota after appearing in 37 games. 10 starts for the Bulldogs from 2021 to 24. All right, he's totaled 37 tackles, 12.5 tackles for a loss, and 4.0 in sacks. 3 pass breakups, 7 quarterback hits, 2 forced fumbles, and 1 fumble recovery. Can I talk that talk?
That talk.
Now listen. Last season, he recorded a career best of 17 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, and 3.0 sacks, and 2 pass breakups, garnering him invitations to the Reese's Senior Bowl in the NFL Scouting Combine. Versatility is something that we crave for our defense, Vikings general manager Crazy said to begin his comments on selection of Ingram Dawkins, and he stuck out as somebody who's able to do that label, to kind of set the edge working outside in, and then in the rush game. Has some ability to win over the guard with unique skill set. Is not refined yet, but, and this is a big but, there's some stuff in there that's pretty unique. We need that. He's an incredibly intelligent player, and his best football is in front of him, and we think he's going to achieve the best football in this building. Can I talk that talk?
That talk.
Can I talk that talk? Because at the end of the day, we have the best defensive coordinator in all of football. That's just my opinion. You can say what you want to say. You can go and say, nah, y'all tripping. He ain't the best defensive coordinator. That's just my opinion. Let me just give you some stats real quick, right? All right. We was 14-3 last year. Yes, we did not win the Super Bowl. Yes, we lost in the first round. But let me just say this right now. Our defense, our secondary, I'm not going to get into details. We took some losses in our secondary. We had to kind of sign players that were kind of not in their prime. And I'm talking about Gilmore, no disrespect to him. I'm talking about other players. I'm not going to really name the line. I'm not going to name the secondary, right? We took some L's. Know what I mean? Let's keep it real. Mekhi Blackman tearing his ACL. We didn't get to see him, right? And I like Mekhi Blackman a lot. I think he's going to be amazing in 2025. But our defense, our total defense, right? If I'm not mistaken, is ranked number 10. And we had some weaknesses. And our defensive line isn't going to be, listen, it's night and day on what our defense looks now from last season. It's only going to get better, and I feel bad for absolutely every team that the Vikings are about to go against. Our defense is about to show up in ways that you would not think possible. I mean, I'm talking about a domination performance where these quarterbacks are looking like, dang, I don't want to go against the Vikings. Week to week, they're going to be a quarterback saying, yeah, I don't know where to start. Where do we start? The pass rush, the defense attack. We can't run the ball. We can't pass on them. We can't do nothing on this team. That's how good the Minnesota Vikings defense is going to be. He's saying cap. Oh, Vikings, hey, listen, it's cap to you, but it ain't cap to me. I'm entitled to my own opinion, my brother. Don't be a hater, hit that like button. Hey, listen, don't be a hater and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game this season. So even if you're not a Minnesota Viking fan, consider subscribing because we're going to talk trash in the comments for every single game. As long as we keep it respectful, we're going to talk trash. But let's get back to some other picks, right? Oh, let's get to some other picks, right? But yes, I like this guy, man. Versatility that my guy Ingram Ingram Dawkins brings is simply amazing. It's simply amazing. And y'all can, I'll be there. Okay, be there. He said, oh, we got some Eagle fans. Vikings, a joke. Go Birds, Eagles, Eagles. Hey, listen, bro. Make sure you in the comments because you talking all that stuff. If we play against the Eagles, we beating the brakes off of y'all. I'm letting you know that right now. And if we see you in the playoffs, we beating the brakes off of y'all, bro. I want revenge from 2017. I want revenge from 2017 when y'all beat us in the NFC Championship game. When we see you, we going to beat the brakes off of you, and that's how I feel. We want revenge on all you Eagle fans. We don't got no picks. See, now y'all got me on this rant because y'all talking too much trash in the comments. Listen, bro. We getting revenge on y'all. I'm letting y'all know right now. Let me focus, y'all. Y'all getting me out of, y'all getting me. Let's go to Kobe King. Let's go to Kobe King, y'all. Linebacker, Penn State, baby. You know, I'm Philly everything besides football. All the people that are rocking with me, man. If you are interested, I have another YouTube channel called Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. I cover the Sixers and the Phillies, and I cover NBA playoffs on that channel. Consider subscribing to that channel. I possibly will be live on that channel today doing one of the playoff games. But yes, I cover the Phillies and the Sixers. So I'm Philly everything besides football. And if you're wondering why I am a Viking fan from Pennsylvania, it's because of the greatest wide receiver of all time. And if you don't know who that is, he wears number 84. And that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the channel is called Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. I'm trying to get to my first 400 subscribers on that channel. So if you are if you're interested, go subscribe to that channel. Go Packers, go brutal. He said bandwagon. No, I'm not a bandwagon. I've been a Viking fan for over 20 years. I've been a Viking fan for over 20 years. I never been an Eagle fan my whole entire life. And I don't think, look, Jerry, I respect Jerry Rice, but listen, I'm a Culpepper guy. But Tom Brady is great. Culpepper is good. If Randy Moss was on the Patriots his whole career with Tom Brady, he would have obliterated every Jerry Rice record. That's just my opinion. But they see, and I'm letting y'all know, I've been a Viking fan for over 20 years, bro. I really have been. There are Eagle players that I like throughout the history, like Dawkins and Trotter. And I like Terrell Owens when he was there in Westbrook. But other than that, bro, nah. But let's get to Kobe King. Shout out to Sarah in the building. Shout out to everybody that's in the building right now. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Skull Vikings. Let's go. I say that draft is solid B. I think it's an A. I think it's a solid A. And the reason why I don't give it an A plus because I don't know what they're going to do in the field. I gotta see what they do in the field. I give it an A plus. I mean an A. What up, dude? What's going on, Lefty? What's up? Let's go.
Talk.
I'm talking that talk, y'all. Let's get to Kobe King. Let's get to Kobe King, y'all. All right, so Kobe King. Let's talk about him. 201st pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. Right? The Vikings added to their linebacker group Kobe King. King joins the Vikings after playing 46 games, 27 starts for the Lions, including all 16 of the 2024 season. He finished his college career with 200 tackles, 113 solo tackles, 18.5 tackles for loss, and 4.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 4 pass breakups. He's a tackling machine. Really excited to add him. Vikings crazy said. A lot of times in football, we make it harder than it is. But it's a meat and potatoes game in some positions. And linebacker is one of them. You need somebody to tackle the person trying to advance the ball up the field against your team, whether that be special teams with the ball in his hands or, defending the pass. And he's somebody that plays with range. He's really physical, knock back, impact tackler, and we're excited to add him, not just to our 4th down units, but also potentially to be a starter one day in the league. Let's go crazy. He continued. Great communicator. was able to move people around Penn State defense, a great defense in its own right. And then you talk about a great coacher, a group there that's been able to win and build something special there up in State College. So I love everything that Kwesi is saying, and I love the fact that he's putting it out there that this is not just, oh, he's just a special teams. He could be special teams. He could cover a tiny bit. He's a tackling machine. Meat and potatoes. You don't make the game complicated. You know what I mean? And I like the way Kwesi said he could potentially be a starter. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe not the first year, but I'm just saying, bro. I swear, I don't really try to draft him, but when it comes to he is something else. Yeah, and I'm gonna get to the undrafted free agents. I really don't know too much about the undrafted free agents, but I will get to it a little bit later in this live stream. But shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Consider subscribing. Shout out to each and every. I like Golden to the Packers. That was a good deal for y'all, but y'all still not gonna do nothing against the Vikings. Y'all might do something to the other teams, but not against the Vikings. Go Pack, go. We ain't worried about none of that. Honestly, Minnesota might come second in the division. Honestly, you might be right. And look, as long as we get to the playoffs, I don't even care where we're at in the division. As long as we get to the playoffs, bro. As long as we get to the playoffs, that's all I care about. But shout out to our newest linebacker, Kobe King. All right, now let's get to another pick. Last but not least, Gavin Bartholomew. And if I jacked his name up tight end from Pittsburgh, he must like Pennsylvania players. I'm thinking. You know what I mean? But round 6, 202nd pick. Now let's talk about our dude, Gavin Bartholomew. First and foremost, we needed a tight end. So let me just get that right off. Let me just say that right off the bat. We needed a tight end. We got a tight end, and he could do a little bit of everything, right? But let's talk about our guy. Let's talk about our guy, Gavin Bartholomew. Where's he at? Where's the information on my guy? Where's the information on my guy? That's not the right. Hold on, y'all. All right, so let's just talk. It's kind of small, but big productive inside. Oh, why is they talking about? This is Kane. Why are they not talking about Gavin? Hold on, y'all. All right, so they made a mistake on Vikings.com with this, so they got this mixed up. But I'm gonna find some more information on Gavin. Hold on, y'all. Give me like a second. I'm trying to find. All right, so Gavin. And I like him. I know he can do a little bit of everything. Gavin Bartholomew. What is his write-up? What is his stats? All right, so he's 21, 6'5", 250 pounds out of Pittsburgh. Last year, he caught 38 passes for 322 yards, 8.5 per average, 4 touchdowns. Longest catch was 21 yards. But I want to get more detail on my guy because I have a lot of respect for every draft pick in this. Leave in the comments below. What do you think about Gavin Bartholomew? What do you think about him? Talk to me in the comments. Talk to me in the comments, y'all. I'm trying to look on some more information on him, and I'm trying to find where all right, so let's see what they're writing about him. Because I want to make sure before I get off this live, I'm talking about every draft pick because it's well deserved. I think that what's up with the bios? That's bio rookie overview. Why aren't they giving me any more information on this man? That's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair. Let me read the comments right now. How y'all feel about him? How do you feel about Gavin Bartholomew? He could prove me wrong, but all right, so All right, the Packers definitely got a golden pick. Yeah, Golden is I think he's a good wide receiver. All right, so let me see. I'm gonna find out some more information on this guy. My bad, y'all. I thought I had it right there, but obviously, I don't. And I apologize for that. PM. But all jokes aside, I like this draft, to be honest with you. And all right, so let me read up on him right here. So, all right, so with the 202nd pick in the 2025 NFL draft, we select our tight end Gavin Bartholomew from University of Pittsburgh. Bartholomew was viewed by many as a potential left tackle during his recruit process. Wow. But he, excuse me, wound up sticking to the tight end position. He initially committed to Buffalo, but Pitt officially offered him a scholarship, and he decided to go to the Panthers. And in his career, Pitt, he caught 105 passes for 1,257 yards, which I like. He got hands, 11 touchdowns. All right, what else? What else about my guy? All right, so a 4-year starter for Pittsburgh, Bartholomew was a wing/slot tight end in offensive coordinator Cade Bell's scheme with Kenny Pickett as his quarterback in 2021. Oh, wow. He put himself on NFL radar as a freshman, although he struggled to build that early success over the past 3 years, never reached 350 receiving yards in a season. But we're going to see about that. I think he's going to be good with us. Bartholomew plays with promising speed and toughness over the middle and can chew up yards versus zone, but he lacks the explosive traits to effortlessly separate from man coverage. His blocking improved each season, turning from a glaring weakness to a serviceable piece in his game, a reflection of his hard work and tenacious attitude. Overall, Bartholomew needs to continue getting stronger and sharpening his route to find a permanent home in the NFL, which his home is the Minnesota Vikings. But he has better pass catching traits than his stat line would suggest. Yes, his intangibles will make it tough for a coaching staff to cut him. Shout out to my guy. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Shout out to, even if you're not a Viking fan, shout out to all y'all support. We're just going to keep on